two different processes of how we can learn or understand life. The written Torah is learned with the eyes. We read the written Torah. When you use your eyes, you see something clearly. You see something directly in one glance. The eye sees a landscape. It sees a vision. It sees something, and the eye analyzes it and sees it in one glance. The ear does not see them. The ear applies things step by step, syllable by syllable, until you understand the sentence. So the ear is something which is a step-by-step process. The eye sees something immediately at one glance. The written Torah was meant to be studied with the eyes. The oral Torah is meant to be studied with the ears, to listen to your charusa, to listen to the law of the Gemara, understand it, incorporate it, integrate it, process it, think about it, involve inside yourself, and come up with an interpretation based on Chazal of what is the halacha. So the written Torah is studied by the eyes, the oral Torah studied by the ears. That's why we give over the transmission. That's why we give over the transmission, the Masorah, from mouth to ear, from Rebbe to Talmud, to listen, and then the Talmud repeats back what he's heard from his Rebbe. That transmission of oral law is given from mouth to ear. And then we integrate that inside ourselves, and syllable by syllable, letter by letter, word by word. Oh, I get it. We don't understand a sentence that someone else says until the person gets to the end of the sentence. You understand everything that you see. You see a forest, it's a forest. You see a sky, it's a sky. You see children, they're children. You see the whole picture in one glance. There's no necessity in understanding or integrating or figuring out what you see. You see it in one glance. But when I say to you, let us go shopping, you don't know what I'm going to say until I get to the last word. I could say, let us go to the Beis Medrash and learn. But you're processing, let us go, to shopping. Okay, shop. By the time I get to the word shopping, now you know what I said, let's go to. If I say to you, let's go to the Beis Medrash, you only know what I said, let's go to, when I get to the word Beis Medrash, which means listening. The oral law is listened to, and it must be done patiently until the other person gets to the end of the sentence. This is an issue in my psychotherapy practice in ADHD. I had a client this week who was finishing his father's statements. He's saying, let's go to and the child would say, let's do this, Dad, let's do that. I said, wait, Darren, you have to wait until your dad finishes his sentence. That's ADHD. You jump in before the other person finishes their sentence. You think you know what they're going to say, but you don't. That's not called listening with your ears. That's jumping in too quickly. That's interrupting.